Welcome to Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey. Today we are at the Wonderland of Ice in Bridgeport with the Pee Wee Bees of the Wonderland Wizards and Darien Youth Hockey. While autumn is still going strong, it won't be long before you're skating on your or maybe a friend's backyard rink. Once again this year we will be having the Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey Backyard Rink Contest sponsored by Save All, your local backyard rink installer. Start getting ready to enter. It's time to talk to the Pee Wees and see if they know what new job Connecticut's NHL Hall of Famer Brian Leetch has landed with the NHL. Let's go find out. Do you know who Connecticut native and former NHLer Brian Leetch is?
Yes, he's one of my favorite players ever.
He was on the Rangers.
He won the Cup in 1994 with them.
He's a head of player safety, and he was a former New York Ranger who holds many records for points.
Do you know what job Brian Leetch has taken in the NHL?
He's part of player safety. He's going to be helping develop safer ways to prevent injuries.
How do you think Brian Leetch is going to do in his new role as head of player safety?
I think he's going to do a great job. I think he seems to be a fair and reasonable individual. And he's from the great state of Connecticut, so he came up through CHC, so he's got to be good.
Today I'm here with Andy from the Wizards. I'm here with Darren from the Darien team. Let's get it going. Brian Leetch is second overall with 1,129 games played with the New York Rangers. Who played more games for the Rangers? Was it Jean Rattel, Rod Gilbert, Harry Howell, or Adam Graves? Harry, Howell, and Howell. You were both correct. It is Harry Howell with 1,160 games for the New York Rangers. Do you think player safety is important, and why?
I think it's important because if you get hurt at a certain age or at a young age, you might not be able to play for the rest of your career.
If everybody was getting injured all the time, it wouldn't be fun.
I think player safety is really important because you can get really hurt playing hockey sometimes.
If people can't be safe when they play hockey, they can't enjoy it.
So as a coach for youth players, how do you get them to understand the rules of safety? And do you have any special skills or anything that you do with them to get them really prepared for going up a level?
Well, you got to make sure that their heads are up and that they're paying attention to hockey. And then when they're approaching other players, you tell them not to hit them from behind. Early on, we started with stop signs on the back of their jerseys, which teaches them to stop. And then you say, there's no reason to take a dirty penalty.
Despite being second all-time in games played, Brian ranks 31st in total penalty minutes as a New York Ranger. How many penalty minutes did he have in his career? Is it 358, 406, 498, or 525? All right, Darren has 498, Andy has 406. The correct answer is 525 minutes. His total penalty minutes is actually less than one penalty every 4.5 games. Now, I know you can't check in this league, but if you could, would you be respectful to the people you're checking, and why would you be respectful?
Well, you have to be respectful because somebody could get really hurt.
It can hurt my team as well. I can get a penalty.
I know if I got checked, I probably got really hurt. I know how it'd feel if I was to do it to somebody else.
If you had a disrespectful check, the kid turns on you and you finish your check to the backside, then the player could get seriously injured if you hit him hard enough.
If I was going over and just checking them and being, ha, you just got checked, then there'd be no really fun in it.
In Brian Leetch's new role in the NHL Player Safety Development Department, he has to perform new tasks. Which of these tasks will he not be performing in his new job? Is it watch NHL clips every day, give his opinion on in-game hits, test new equipment prior to the NHL players getting it first, or propose supplemental disciplinary for dangerous play. We both have disciplinary actions. Okay. The correct answer is to test equipment.
During your practices, is there anything you do to kind of increase the way that these kids play safely, or that you teach them about safety, and how do you do it?
Towards the end of the year, what we'll do is, with all our kids, because they're peewees and there's no longer checking in peewees, for the next year they'll be going into checking, which is bantams, and what we try to do is at the end of the year we try to teach them how to properly check and how to receive a check properly.
Brian's new boss is Brandon Shanahan. Shanny has a much more prolific penalty achiever. In his 1,524 games played, how many penalty minutes did he have? Are you guys ready? Ready. Was it 945 minutes, 1,698 minutes, 2,076 minutes, or 2,489 minutes? All right, let's see what we got. All right, we have 1,698 for Darren, 2,076 for Andy. The correct answer for the penalty question is actually 2,489 penalty minutes. That's a penalty almost every single game. Every single game. Well, good job, guys. Thanks for meeting us. From youth hockey to the pros, player safety is of extreme importance. Players must have the right equipment and follow the rules. It's great to know that NHL Hall of Famer and Connecticut native Brian Leetch will be on the forefront of NHL safety. And even though today's Pee-wees aren't checking yet, let's make sure we do all we can to ensure safety for our players too. That's all for this week's episode. Please check back next week because you just gotta love Connecticut hockey.